Hi and welcome to all new viewers and welcome back to returning viewers. This is the Curio Stitches podcast. My name's Elly and I am the designer behind Curio Stitches Designs and the dyer behind Curio Stitches Yarns. It's Merino. I'm coming to you from Devon, which is in the southwest of England, and I talk about knitting and knitting designs, spinning, and then occasionally some crochet and cross stitch or whatever other crafts I'm doing at the time. So I hope you enjoy the video. So press the like button, and if you want to keep enjoying more videos from me, click the subscribe button. Right, let's get on with the show. So today in the video I will be talking to you about my whips. I don't have any finished objects, and then I've got some spinning and some cross stitch. So project number one that I've been working on while I've had my broken arm. I'm out of my splint today to give it a breather, and as you can see I've got more movement, but I can't get past there yet, but I can go up, so we're getting there. So I'm using Dublin dye yarn, this one, and the plush lace on charcoal, and that is this one, and I have it held together with the Cumulus by Fibre Spates in the aubergine colourway, and this is my Ranunculus so far. So I have modified it because I have very small arm size, like around the shoulder sort of area, and I didn't want it to be too low in the arm. So this is where I'm at so far. So what I did after I finished my first ball of the Cumulus, I stopped and I went back and started on the first sleeve. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm showing you the back. Here's the front. Put the stitch mark on so I know it's the front. And isn't that pretty? It mulled up so beautifully, and it's really squishy. Now, it took me a long time to jump onto the Ranunculus bandwagon, but I'm so glad I did, and I want to make so many of these or similar. That's a thread. So I'm knitting the smallest size because, as you can tell, I'm petite. I only have a 32-inch full bust, so this still has at least 10 inches of positive ease. The sleeves I have made slimmer as well, because when I block it, there is a lot of positive ease in here. And I don't want to drown in it. I want to be snug, but still have a floaty jumper. So I did just a regular cast on. I didn't do a folded hem or anything. I did a Norwegian cast on, so it's nice and flexible. And yeah, I am very happy with this. So it's nearly at my belly button already. This is my knitting that I've been doing whilst my arm was in plaster, which only came off a week and a half ago, 9 days ago. So I needed to be able to knit on something while I was in plaster, so this is what I have been doing. So yeah, because as far as I was concerned, gauge didn't really matter too much because I was knitting on big needles, and it's 2 strands held together, both at a lace weight. It's designed to be loose. So yes, this is my little baddie stitch marker. I have 2 of these. Isn't that cute? I used to wear one on a charm bracelet, but now I just use them both for my knitting again. Can't remember where I got them from, it's been years. I'm using the needles that the pattern calls for, so I'm using 6mm needles. Oh, and I've got another stitch marker on here. This is my round stitch marker, so this one's from Along with Anna, here in Exeter. And oh, I love her new shop. Anyway, yes, so Ranunculus. This is what I've been working on as a sort of mini cowl with Michelle of Hedgerich Knits. She finished hers and I think she frogged it, and she's done another one which is absolutely beautiful, so I need to knit a green one as well. This is stunning. So yes, that is project number 1. So I will put on the screen the details of the designer, etc., and link it in Ravelry in the notes down below. Okay, so I am doing a test knit for Mary of Merry Diddle Makes, and it is her Nestie Socks. So I will show you the yarns I'm using, and then I will show you my progress. It's got my toe needles in so I don't forget them. So these are the colours I was using for my toes. So this is one of the sock set that I dyed up, I'm going to say 2 years ago now, maybe a year ago, 2 years ago more like. So this is the pink part of the strawberry cheesecake set, and then I held that with some more Cumulus by Fibre Spates, and this one is in the Thistle colourway. So I used that for my toes, and then for the body I used these two. So I've got some light grey sparkly Stellina yarn and some bright pink Stellina yarn. It's more deep fuchsia. It's lovely. So here it is so far. I did do some more, and then I had to rip back about 6 centimeters because I forgot to leave a certain bit of the pattern down the edge of the sock. Sorry, Mary. But these are an absolute joy to knit on. So it's got a really nice squishy toe. Now, Mary deliberately designed this to be held double with the toes, either with mohair or alpaca, along with your sock weight yarn, because that is where you get wear and tear on your socks. So it's this, and then it's again at the cuff. So on the front it's this beautiful pattern, and then on the back it's absolutely stunning as well. I love it. It's so potato chippy, it's amazing. So I used 2.25mm for the toes to get gauged, and 3mm for the foot. So I've never used 3mm to knit with fingering weight yarn before, but it makes so much sense for this intricate colour work, and I'm absolutely loving it. When the pattern is about to be published, I will of course start sharing photos here like I normally would, but for now you'll just have to enjoy this. So yes, that is the test knit that I'm working on this week, because I do enjoy test knitting for other designers as well. Okay, what's next? So I have got the Corvus Corax jumper, but I'm not going to show you that until my testers have finished. So you'll have to wait till March for that one, and then you'll see me do my struts and showing it off for you. However, I do have my other 2 Corvus patterns that I'm working on currently. The first one is the Corvus Corax Hat. So it's the Corvus Calvaria. Take a peek at my Latin. And the main colour is just some DK weight baby alpaca. And then the contrast colours are some more Cumulus Fibre Spates and some Along avec Anna in her merino fingering weight. These 2 are a perfect match. And so I only cast this on yesterday. So here it is so far. So this is Raven Skulls along with the rune, but I will show you more about it next week. I will say though that it is knit on 3.5 and 4mm needles. The Corvus Corax Socks are the Corvus Pedites. And if you watch Hedge Witch Knit Michelle, you'll have seen hers on her podcast. So I dyed up neon yarns for this because it's super bright and I love it. And so I dyed green, which I sent to Michelle. I dyed yellow, orange and pink, and yes, they are that bright. They are completely blown out. But I will, there you go. Mega neon bright yarns. And I'm doing mine with charcoal, purely because when I picked it up and cast it on, I picked up this one in the dark instead of the black. I'm going with it because it still rocks. So I am just getting started on this. Again, I've had a broken hand, so my timelines kind of went out the window. So the Corvus Corax Socks, this is the top of the foot, and then the pattern is actually worked on the outside of each foot. So on your left foot it's worked on the outside on the left, on the right side it's worked on the right, and it's so cool. And then further up the sock you've got a band of 2-colour ribbing, and it's really nice. I'm really pleased with these dies, absolutely stunning. Yes, they're blowing out, but you'll see more on this one again, like I said, next week. I've got a lot of knitting to catch up on this week, so you just have to bear with. So what else? That is it for my knitting that I can show you. So I'm just going to move these things around a bit and then I'll come back and show you some spinning. Okay, so I've got a bit more room now. So I have been taking part in Cary's Sock Spin Along 23. If you don't watch Cary, pause the video, go and subscribe to My Wool Mitten Farm here on YouTube, and go and follow her on Instagram, and then come back. Okay, so I started spinning Sock Spin Along last year, and I ran out of steam, and when I sort of took my break from recording everything else, I was like, nope, right, nothing's been done, sort of thing. So recently I picked it back up again, because I wanted to see if, even though I couldn't knit, if I could still spin, and I managed to with my broken arm. There was only a couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days after having my cast off, that it was too sore to spin. So I am doing a 4-ply sock yarn. So 1 ply is just cream, is this one. Now I can't remember if this is Pearlworth or Corriedale, but this is my single ply, and then I'm holding that at the same time as Navajo plying the main colour, which is a gradient that I've been spinning from Hilltop Cloud. So I'm doing 2 gradients. The first one is Wriggly Tin, and the second one I think is Bamboo Carpet. Yes, so that's the first one, Wriggly Tin, and this is the second one, Bamboo Carpet. So what I did was, I'm making 2 pairs of socks, one for myself and one for my partner Abby, and the Wriggly Tin is 30% Shetland, 15% bamboo and 55% merino, and this gradient is this set down to here, so these ones here and these, but I do have a photo that I did when I laid them out, so I'll insert that here as I'm talking about it. And then the second one, which is the Bamboo Carpet, is 30% Shetland, 15% rummy and 55% merino. So I literally went through the whole pack, laid them out, split each one in half in the middle. And then I have spun the whole thing as a gradient from here all the way through. I think there's 20 nests of each colour, or of each gradient. And yesterday I finished the final piece. So I will insert some little clips of me doing the spinning on it, and then I will show you the finished spinning piece. So I'm spending some more time this morning doing my spinning. So I have maybe 12 inches left of this sliver, and this is what it's looking like so far. Isn't that lovely? And then I have just got 2 pieces left to spin on this one. Okay, so my first singles is finished for the main ply. So let's see if I can, there we go. So it is just sitting on the bobbin, on the wheel, because I know myself, and if I take it off, I'll throw something else on and start spinning it, and the only thing that I should be spinning next on this is the second gradient. So I wanted to show you guys before I went ahead and started on this one. So this is a 6-ounce bobbin, and there is 140 grams on here, so that's just over 5 ounces. Yeah, an ounce is 28 grams, isn't it? And I have spun it so that hopefully, fingers crossed, when I've applied this one with the neutral, I'm aiming for a sort of heavy sock to sport range. So we shall see, because I am spinning the singles at the gradient on my Kiwi 2, which is purple. That paint's coming off, don't worry, it's going different colour. And then I'm spinning the cream on my Ashford e-spinner, slowly, because, sorry, I had a tickly nose. It's getting old now, and I'm really looking for a replacement. She's done well. And then I should be doing the plying on my e-spinner as well, just because I'm not sure that I'll get it all on a 6-ounce bobbin, because it's more than 6 ounces, and I don't want to get to the point where it doesn't fit, because on the Kiwi 2, the maiden bits here on the flyer are actually really close to the bobbin itself, so you can't, like on my old Ashford traditional, the flyer was sort of arched, and I had a jumbo maiden on there, so I could fit a nice 8-ounce bobbin on there absolutely fine. But this one, when I get to the top of the bobbin, that's it. There's nothing else going to fit, because it will just rub. So yeah, so I'll be plying it on my e-spinner, because then there's plenty of space. And I have many more bobbins for my jumbo flyer from when I changed my old wheel. Yeah, so I'm doing the sock spin along with Cary, and I'm really enjoying being back at it. I have missed spinning so much. Okay, so the final thing I want to talk to you about this week is some cross stitching. Now, I did talk about this in the last video, but I have finished. So I'll put who it's designed by on screen because I haven't got the piece of paper with me. So I have finished this. There we go. And I have been stitching this for my daughter Neve. It's her birthday on Monday, and every birthday and Christmas I like to give something handmade as well as something bought. So I bought this with the intention of making for her. Admittedly, I wanted to have it done for her last birthday, but it's done now. So at the weekend I've got to go and get a nice little frame to put it in. And yeah, it's really cute. And I already have my next cross stitch project lined up. It's by the Witchy Stitcher, and it's over here, and it's the Stitchcraft one. So yes, I'm looking forward to doing that next. So I haven't done any crochet this week. I haven't done any sewing. I do want to get back into sewing. I have so much. I want to make more of my own wardrobe. I will just grab a pattern and be right back. So one of the items that I really want to make this year is from New Look, and it's part of their Smart Options range. So it's one pattern, but you get 4 choices, okay, in case you're lip reading. So it's culottes and long trousers, a dress and a dress. So you can either have it with or without the bits cut out the side. And I really, really want to make this. So I really wanted to make option D. So it's the shorts with the cutouts. Just so I've got something else I can wear to the beach. And then if I get on well with that, I want to make the longer ones, but I want to not have the cutouts. Sort of more like dungarees. So I will use the top half of this one with the bottom half of this one. So they're like dungarees, but they're a bit more floaty, I suppose, because I love dungarees. But because I'm so short, I always feel kind of dumpy and lost in them. So yeah, this is pattern 6509. So there we go. So that's just some upcoming sewing plans I have. So that is it for this week's Friday episode. In case you missed it, I did my first Anita Reacts video on Tuesday, which I will link here. And yeah, go and watch that one if you haven't watched that yet. Thank you for being here and spending some time with me today. I appreciate, you know, how precious time is these days. And don't forget, if you enjoyed it, to click the like button and subscribe to keep seeing more of my videos. Take care, everyone. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.